Cadaver dogs are now searching the Bahamas for a missing American woman. I'm Melissa Andrews, a crime and investigative reporter. We told you that the search for Lynette Hooker, the Michigan woman who disappeared in the Bahamas in April, has picked up new steam, and that's mainly because it appears that GPS data shows that her husband, Brian Hooker, was not entirely truthful with authorities when he described where Lynette disappeared. So now we're starting to see searchers with cadaver dogs arrive in the Bahamas to look at new areas. These are search teams from the Broward County Sheriff's Office in Florida who have arrived in Hopetown, Bahamas. They are there this week, and they've got cadaver dogs with them as investigators really intensify this search and renew this search for Lynette. Now, these crews are near the Abaco Inn, which is where Lynette was before she vanished on this trip to the Bahamas with her husband, Brian Hooker. The U.S. Coast Guard deployed boats, divers, and search teams in the Sea of Abaco looking for any clue that can explain what happened. Remember, this is a tough investigation because we have no body, we're not aware of any physical evidence, and the potential crime scene, if there is one, would be out in the ocean. There's also another conversation that's going on here at the same time, though, and that is, where exactly is Brian Hooker? We know that he said that he would never stop looking for his wife, and of course he said that she disappeared in the Bahamas. But then the next day, after he was released by Bahamian authorities, after being questioned, he headed back to the United States. Fox News Digital is saying that they've talked to sources who claim to be close friends of Brian, who say that he may have left the U.S. through the California-Mexico border, either by land or maybe by water. We've not seen Brian in quite a while, but so far he's not been charged with a crime or accused of a crime. That being said, a federal prosecutor named Julie Rendelman talked to Fox News Digital and says, if investigators allowed a potential suspect to leave and then lose track of him, that would be a serious problem. But she also believes law enforcement knows more than, of course, they are saying. But it's been really interesting to see this surge of activity surrounding this case. And here we have yesterday the U.S. Coast Guard searching the shoreline area in the Bahamas looking for Lynette. So hopefully we'll get some answers here. But again, this is a big undertaking, dealing with the ocean, and now a woman who's been missing for 2 months. Your heart can only go out to her daughter, Carly, and the rest of their family as they await word as to whether these authorities have been able to find anything in these later searches.